Hello, everyone. I'm here. I'm alive. Sorry in advance as I typed up there. I apologize if it's going to be blurry, whatever. I have a really old laptop. I never really upgraded my laptop, so it's like a 2008 model laptop. So it probably doesn't stream very well on with my webcam because it's not used to today's high-speed internet. So that's probably why you're probably getting blurry images, or it'll get blurry throughout the night. Until I can get figured out what's going on with my PC. For whatever reason, my webcam worked fine when I first got it, and I plugged it in, and everything worked great. And then the next time I tried to go live from my PC, it kept telling me my camera can't be accessed because it's in use by another application. But I don't have any other applications on my computer using the webcam. So I've got to figure out what's going on with that. Until then, just kind of have to deal with blurry images on the screen. So who do I have tonight? Let's see. Do our little romper room thing here. Got to pull out my little, large bubble wand and look through it and say, I see. Okay. Hello, Ash Ink and Elliot. And I see Nana. And let's keep going down. Wow, it was like a long conversation between three people. Oh, there's Karen's Creations. Hello, Crafting with Karen's Creations. And, oh, hello, Dawn Marie. And Gina, hello. Yes, Hank is here. He's up in the window. He finally decided for the first time today he wants to go look out the window. Otherwise, he's been sitting right here all day long, like right in my face. I haven't been able to do anything. Hello, Denise Fletcher. Welcome. And all the squirrels because Sherry took a nap. Sometimes, though, the nap brings the squirrels out even worse because I know I have the squirrel issue too. And sometimes after I take a nap, I get really squirrely. I haven't taken a nap yet today, so we're good for now. So it's been a week. Oh, that first week back to work after a vacation sucks. It really does. And on top of that, we were like super busy at work, so it was really bad. Hi, Vanessa. Welcome to the channel. So yeah, but kind of got that little thing to look forward to now in March because finally finalized the finances for the Disney trip in March. So I'll be going to Disney for 6 days. Can't wait. Looking forward to it. I went when I was in 11th grade, like 1989. So I know a lot has changed since then. So it's going to be like going for the first time all over again. I really can't wait. It's going to be expensive, though. That's an expensive trip. 6 days staying in the Disney Resort Hotel, park passes or tickets for the parks every day, plus park hopper passes and dining plan. And that comes out to like $1,300. And then there's the airfare to get down there, too. Hi, Michelle Withrow. Hank is good. You can see his feet here. See, there's his feet. Ow. Hey, Diamond Painting Dog Dad. Welcome to the channel. It's good to have other guys in here. Oh, Brian, Disney is a lot of fun. Like I said, I went when I was at Christmas time of like 89. I went for Christmas, and it is, even then, it was the most magical place on earth. I can imagine it probably a lot better now. One of your containers busted open in your Harbor Freight? Ouch. I wonder about these. I mean, I think they're great, But after constantly flipping this little thing open and closed all the time, eventually that's got to get loose to the point where it just doesn't hold together anymore. And Hank is knocking things off my desk again. Hey, stop it. Weirdo. It cracked on the side. Wow. Quit it. Now he's chewing on my diamond painting pens. Oh, he's a mess. I really like them, Amber. I really love my Harbor Freight. They're my new go-to containers for my WIPs. I still use the Tic Tac containers to store my excess and leftovers, since I have one package at least of every color. So that way I've got a Tic Tac container for every color. I've just got to make up now that Diamond Art Club has square ABs. Now I've got to make up enough for all the AB colors that they put out. You kept shaking it and didn't realize where the drills were coming from. Oh, it's kind of odd that it just cracked on the side. I mean, there had to have been, did you drop it at some point, or did the container get banged on something? That's kind of odd that it would just crack on the side like that. Nope, I can't use that pen for diamond painting. I grabbed the wrong pen. Oh, and I absolutely love this pen. It is so awesome. This is my Lassen Lathe Works. This is the surfboard one, and I absolutely love it. It is just looks so awesome in person. You really can't tell the 3D that's inside of that with the mesh is just so cool. Yes, Brian, DAC does have square ABs. They started right after all these new releases started, like back in July or June, I think. One of those came out with square ABs, and now a lot of them are coming out with square ABs now. Gina, I am working on my completely slow moving, never getting anything done on it, custom of Hank from Evermoment. Crafting with Karen's Creations. This one and this one are my Lassen Lathe Works pens. I just got them from Daniel. I guess just before I went. Well, they came in while I was on vacation. They arrived while I was gone. That one is the Dolphin Trails, which is just spectacular. And then the Surfboard is the name of this one. Oh, Denise, yes, that is a wonderful painting. I love the Princess one. That is it's a beautiful diamond painting. But make sure you go big, because the ones I've seen that were all smaller of that one just didn't have the detail I wanted. Luckily, mine was big and it had 38 colors, so it really had a lot of detail in it. I do have another pen coming tomorrow from Diamond Pens with a Z. And that will be here tomorrow. So I'll be able to do an unbagging video on that one when it comes in. Nana, no, I really haven't. I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4. I've gotten 5 10cm by 10cm sections done. And this thing is a 50 by 75. So it's yeah, I don't have much done at all. Yeah, Denise, I had to go big with it because I had seen pictures that of people who had already completed that one in smaller sizes, and I wouldn't go below a 60 by 60 on it. I did a 70 by 70, and it came out just perfect. But I wouldn't go below a 60 by 60 on it. And if you do go below a 60 by 60, you might want to contact the seller and find out how many colors it is, because a 50 by 50 with maybe 45 colors would come out with the same detail as the 70 by 70 with 38. Um, Crafting with Karen's Creations, yes. Um, I know if you get them without tips through, he will sell them without tips at Last and Lathe Works, and they're $15 without tips, and they're more with tips. I think they're like 20 or 25 a piece with tips. So yeah, I just picked up 2 of them without tips and paid 15 a piece for them, and then shipping isn't bad. It's coming from California, so shipping isn't all that expensive on it. Oh, thank you, Odd But Nice. Thank you, and welcome in. I didn't see you sneak in on me. Yeah, Hank, I don't think Hank is completely aware of what's going on as far as YouTube goes, but, you know, he can sense I'm happy about the subscribers. I, I put my pen up on the stand. For whatever reason, I stuck it up there. Oh, yeah, I'm having one of those nights. Get it out of my system so I don't have to do it at work tomorrow and have that whole, what was I working on thing going on? Yeah, no, that's not really bad at all, Karen's Creations. I love the price on them, and he was very quick about it. I mean, I messaged him like July 3rd, and I didn't realize he had closed his store until the 5th. And so he got a little bit backlogged, and he didn't get back to me until like right around the 1st of August. Well, actually, yeah, I was on vacation when he got back to me, and he shipped them out and sent them, and they arrived while I was still on vacation. And that was at the end of July, beginning of August, first week of August. So there wasn't a long wait for them, like there is in a lot of the handmade, the acrylic pen sites. He was pretty quick. He's a little backlogged right now, but he's announced that he'll get back to it. If you want more information on them, my video that I have up when I unbox these 2 pens has all of the links and everything in it. Hi, Diamond in the Rough. Well, thank you for stopping in. And hello, Donna Mayo. Been away from my channel for a few weeks. I have now a new puppy. So I've been working on potty training. I haven't really been able to do that videos on my channel. But yeah, potty training on puppies is tough. Just positive reinforcement. Don't punish the bad, but make sure you reinforce the positive. That's the way I trained mine, and she was just a dream. Okay, there you go, Brian. Yep, $24 with tips. Yeah, he's really reasonable with his prices. I would definitely recommend him. What I'm trying to do is I'm going to try to buy at least 1 pen from every manufacturer out there, because I don't want anybody to think that I'm supporting just one singular manufacturer or maker out there. I want to try to support everybody the best I can. So my goal is to at least try to get a pen from everybody that makes one, and that way I can say I did. I mean, granted, I would never use that many diamond painting pens, but it's nice to have variety. If you just feel like you're in a mood to use a certain one, you got it. Odd But Nice. No, I just ordered one from Diamond Pens with a Z. um, I just ordered one from them from Canada. So they allow you to order 2 at once, and at the time I only had enough to order just one, so I just ordered one, and it should be here tomorrow. According to my tracking, it's sitting here at the post office in town waiting to be delivered. So it'll be here tomorrow, which was actually really fast shipping from Canada because it shipped beginning of last week. So about 5 days. Not too bad. Yay, Amber's done with her unicorn. Sherry, hello. Welcome. Hope you had a good nap. And you can excuse me here a second. I'm okay. There we go. Yes, Sherry's here. Yeah, I need to work on my Victoria's Moon. I really do. I've got it here. I need to pull it out. I want to do a video of how I do my ironing because, everybody has their way of doing it. It doesn't really hurt to have multiple people have different methods and show them. So I'm just trying to find a time to actually pull it out and pull out the iron and iron it out because I think I'm still going to work it up like it is. It shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it's creased and it's got a couple of bubbles, but I can get those out. I mean, if anybody went back and looked at the REDIY lady thing that I did, that thing was in worse shape than my Victoria's Moon was. And I actually got it nice and flat. And I got all the bubbles out and everything it almost looks like a brand new painting. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't miss my live either, Sherry. I'm really glad. It's nice having you in here. Diamond Painting Dog Dad. Hey, Dave. I'm off. Got to get to work. Hugs to Hank. Thanks for stop by my channel. I sure will. I have not seen you on here before, so yeah, definitely I'll jump in. It's good to meet you. I hadn't seen your channel before, so definitely will. Yes, you got smurfed, Sherry. Matter of fact, you and Nana and Amber and Brian all got smurfed. I think Jeremy is my other one. Yeah, I thought it was probably your first time, Vanessa. I had noticed I didn't recognize your name. Well, welcome to my lives where rambling is kind of par for the course because half the time I don't know what I'm going to talk about when I when I log in. So, um, so yeah, I just kind of ramble and hope I'm entertaining by the time it's over with. Hi, Marissa. It's good to see you. So yeah, if anybody caught my video, which obviously a lot of you did, that I uploaded earlier, I have finally secured the prizes. Thank you to another subscriber who kind of worked middleman there for me without me even knowing and lined up a couple of sponsors for my giveaway for 500 subscribers, and that would be Treasure Studios Art and Karen Doss over at KK's Unique Diamond Painting Pens, and they came through with some really nice prizes that I could put together and make a package of. And I have just now got to figure out how I'm going to work the giveaway so I can make a video on that, and we can start getting people registered. I'll probably run it for a week or so to give everybody a chance to get entries in, and then I'll Then I'll choose a winner. Hey, thank you, Gina. Yes, we did. You hit your 1,000. I hit my 500. Yeah, congrats on that 1,000. That's the magic number. That's the one I'm struggling for. I'm hoping to get the 1,000 by the time I do go to Disney, because then I can go live on my phone, and I'll be able to go live from the park with y'all for a little bit. Maybe not a long time, but you know, at least for a short bit, because you know, phone phones and amusement parks and theme parks, usually phones don't last long there. The batteries die pretty quick. And Disney is such a big place, you don't want to have to go back to your hotel for a charge. Yes, that is Hank's chin. Well, hello, Elaine Partridge. Welcome to the channel. I haven't seen you here before. Welcome to my live. And yeah, I loved I love those my trip. That was so much fun. Yes, this is Hank's chin here, and of course, if I hold it up there, you can see there's some whiskers over here. So yep, we're getting there. In fact, I'll move this over that way. Hi, Lorinda. Welcome to my live. Hi, Karen. I was just telling everybody that about your donation for the giveaway. Thank you so much. That was so awesome of you. Yes, Hank is kind of sitting on the painting. Luckily, he's not sitting where he has been all day, which is like right here. Yeah, odd but nice. I thought that would be kind of cool going live from Disney. You know, that would be awesome. I don't think I'm going to take any diamond paintings on that trip with me, because I don't think I'm going to have time to work on them. Because we're doing since we're staying in the resort, we'll actually have access to the extra magic hours. So we'll get to be in the park either earlier than um, the general public, or before or after the general public leaves. We'll have the extra magic hours where we can stay in the park longer and get to ride the stuff we couldn't ride when the place was busy, which is really cool. I love the concept of that. Did I start? Um. Oh, thank you, Nana. Um. Does that one spot still look like blood? Eh, I don't know. It's still looks out of place because there is no red in the image at all, which is why it kind of looks out of place to me. But I'm gonna trust the process. I'm gonna get it done, and then if it doesn't turn out right, I will contact somebody else for another custom on this one, because I want one that actually looks right. Did I start in the middle? No, I started. Well, it's the bottom. It's the bottom right, because there's the top of it hanging over the front end of the desk up there. You can see. So yeah, I started like the bottom right corner, and I'm working my way across and up. Oh wait, Nana, you came in somewhere else as somebody else. Look at you, trying to sneak up on me. Hi, Saphira's mama. Had to do my special effects. Yeah, there's Hank. He's just being Hank. Just chilling out over here. That's his new spot now. He loves laying on my desk. He used to love being in the window or up in his perch, and now it's on my desk while I'm working. Oh, you're just fine, Spears Mama. You didn't miss a whole lot. Just me rambling. Diamond Painting Beginner's Journey with Rebecca. Hello, welcome. It's nice to meet you too. Yes, we got the special effects and the sound effects. Yes. He's just sitting there with his tail just kind of twitching. That's the only movement he's doing right now is his tail twitching. I guess it is because he never really jumps on my desk until, I start going live on YouTube. But that's when he goes on my desk. As soon as I start trying to film or go live. Otherwise, he's up in the window and he ain't paying a bit of attention to me. It's that cold already up there, Sharon. Sherry, keep it up there. Keep it just as long as you possibly can. Keep it up there. At least until I can arrange enough people here in the north end of the U.S. to go outside and blow towards the north really hard and see if we can keep all of the cold air up that way all winter. Oh, Karen's Creations, you got a Victoria's Moon too? Yeah, I'm going to withhold. I'm going to say my first impression was they need to change their shipping partner or their shipping provider. But then again, they're packing everything in cardboard boxes. And Lord knows those things get stepped on, run over by forklifts, whatever, thrown around, especially the small packages like diamond paintings get thrown around really easy. So I can't blame that so much on Victoria's Moon. I can say that if they had used a foam roller, it probably would not have looked as bad as it did when it got here. So that kind of is on them. I would recommend to them that, and I'm going to email Alvina and at least give her those recommendations. I'm not going to complain to her so much because I'm not worried about getting another one for free or whatever, because I can fix this one. I can make it work and I can review it. I can tell you now by looking at it printed on the canvas, it's not going to have a lot of detail, even though it is a 50 by 70. It's not going to have a lot of detail because it's only 30 colors. And so it's not enough colors there to render out any kind of detail. So I can already tell that. You're blowing south real hard. Yes, Hank always wants to be a part of the show. He's a ham. He really is. Unless you try to get him on, and then he's like, "No, I don't want to look at the camera. No, I don't want to look over there. No, I don't want." Yeah, that's Hank. Marissa, I would take 102 here in North Dakota. I would love to see 100, at least a couple more days up in the summertime, low 90s up here. I would love to see that again. I don't want summer to end, even though summer's end means I make more money. That's the only good part about winter here is I make more money. So, and I do need more money, which this weekend was, oh my God, spectacular for Lyft. All of the college kids are back in town, and Well, most of them are. Next weekend is welcome weekend, so they'll all be back next weekend. But the majority came back this weekend. Plus, we had WWE was in town last night at our arena, and there was a big concert over in East Grand Forks on the east side of the river. Um, some, I guess they're semi-famous band. They're called Black Hawk. Um, they were playing over there. Plus, most of the kids were out. Plus, out at the Alaris Center Convention Center, there was a major wedding in the conference center right next to the arena where the WWE was going on. So there was a pretty big wedding there. And then there was one out at the country club, which is, about 10 miles outside of town. And when they have big weddings out there, you get a lot of lift rides out of there. So, and they're always really long and really, pay a lot. So this weekend was spectacular. It was nice to finally be able to make money again after the slow summer with all the college kids gone. Yes, odd but nice. This is Ever Moment. Diamond in the rough. It's still winter there. It's 56. I'm guessing that's 56 Fahrenheit because 56 Celsius is actually pretty warm, isn't it? No, they did the whole thing. I'm working on. There's the picture, and what I'm working on right now is just this, like right here. Yeah, like right there. Give it time, Sherry. Uber is actually going out worldwide now. There's other countries that have Uber right now, so it could be coming your way. I don't know about Lyft. Lyft is, well, they might end up expanding out nationwide, but they don't really have all their stuff together yet here in the U.S. They're still making tons of changes here to try to make it better for the drivers and the riders. Oh, it's 12 Celsius there. Ooh, ew. Yeah, that's cold. You got the 44 degrees Fahrenheit today, Sherry. See, that's too cold for me right now. I've gotten into the I'm used to summer mode, so that first day it drops down into the 40s and the 30s is going to be just horrendous. Well, thank you, Kelly, and welcome. I haven't seen you in my chat before. Safira's mama, you should have Lyft and Uber pretty much. Are you in the US? Oh yeah, Amber, Bama summers are horrible. I lived in Anniston for 2 summers when 84, 83 and 84, those 2 summers I spent in Anniston, Alabama, and that sucked. The humidity down there is ridiculous coming up off the Gulf because all of that Gulf moisture that streams up to cause all the rain up north streams right through Alabama and Georgia. Oh, it's horrible. Yeah, he's trying to diamond paint, Linda. He is. He's normally he sits up and he keeps biting on the end of my pen on, like, when I'm holding it like this, he'll be biting the opposite end while I'm trying to diamond paint. So yeah, I'm more than halfway across odd but nice on these 2 strips. All I do is I just I pre-slice my cover into 10 by 10 strips or 10 by 10 squares, and I just peel that square off and work that square, and then peel the next one off, work that one. And what I normally do, and I don't know if I'm going to do it with this one, is I normally work my way up to halfway all the way across, and then I flip the canvas over and work from the top or the other side, and I work the same way, and then that way I just get it done. Seems to usually go quicker, but this thing is all confetti. We don't have Lyft in Australia, but you do have Uber. Yeah, see, Uber is branched out worldwide now. I'm really surprised you don't have it in Canada. But it's not in every area either. Like in the US, you can't get Lyft in like every town or every, it's only in like bigger cities, bigger to medium sized cities and smaller cities, but not like small towns. Well, hello, Diamond Arts Irene. It's okay if you're late. Just thank you for showing up and stopping in. Oh, it's okay, Linda. Welcome to the chat and welcome to my channel and my live. Yeah, Hank we all laugh at Hank because he's just a barrel of fun. Yeah. Hi, Tony. Welcome. Good to see you. So, yeah, here in the next couple of days, I'll figure out a format for my giveaway, and I'll do a video and announce the format and get it kicked off and going so we can give you all a chance to win those awesome pens and minders and that great diamond painting. I can't wait. Y'all have to show it off. Whoever wins it, you have to show it off. I want to see it. I want to see what you picked for your diamond painting. Because I think that's my next purchase as far as diamond painting goes is a Treasure Studios art, because I really want to try their stuff out. Oh, hey, Jeremy. Speaking of Jeremy, I was about to say this anyway. Anybody in here that does want to do a Treasure Studios art diamond painting, you can either go to Diamond Art Addiction's channel or go to Jeremy's channel, and they both have affiliate codes that you can use to purchase your painting, and it helps them out as well. So definitely jump over to one of theirs and use their code, because it really would help them and help the community as a whole. Vanessa, the biggest problem with Huacan is back in 2018, last year, when they had the big issue with the popping drills. And everybody bought them at like the 11/11 sale and stuff like that. And then they just put them in their stash and didn't work on them. So when they finally pull them out of their stash, like 6 months later, of course, they got the popping drills because they were bought during the time period that Huacan was having that issue. And so people are still giving bad Huacan reviews because they're working on stashed paintings that they bought way back then when there was a problem. But for the most part now, Huacan has pretty much gotten their stuff together, and they fixed the problem as far as I can tell. I haven't ordered one from them since they fixed it, but I have a couple of them that were purchased back during the drill problems, and I haven't even started them yet, so I know I'm going to have popping drills on those. And matter of fact, I've even got a custom that was done. In fact, I got 2 or 3 customs that were done back during that time, and there weren't Huacan, but it seemed like everybody was having troubles with those drills then. So anything that was bought, last half last year is going to have issues with their drills. So I'm just already expecting that. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sherry. Yes, we do. We have the Squirrel King and Squirrel Queen. Yes. They're both in the chat together. Yeah, well, see, the round didn't have the rounds are never going to have popping drill problems. It's kind of impossible to have popping drill problems on rounds unless the canvas was printed with spaces too small and they're too close together. Oh, really, Marissa? Thank you for letting me know that. I recently bought 3 from them, and the canvas was perfect when I unboxed when I took it out to work on it a few days ago. I have huge rivers and bubbling. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, with any of the opaque cover, which is the double-sided adhesive, I think rivers and bubbling are just an inherent problem with them that you're never going to really get rid of. So it's just one of those things we got to deal with it unless everybody was to move to poured glue. And I think poured glue may be a more expensive option as far as on their end to manufacture. So, and double-sided adhesive is a lot cheaper. That's why they go that way. Oh, well, hello, Mrs. Coffee. How are you doing? How's everybody there at the house doing? Huracan, AZQSD, and Evershine are all the same company. Okay, I did not know that. Thank you for letting me know that. Well, you have fun there, Sherry, and don't keep it secret for too long. You know we got to know what you're working on. We're all good in the hood. Yeah, I don't think the hood up there is just as bad as South Memphis was. Oh, well, that's good. It's always good to spend time chit-chatting. Oh, now I can't see my diamond tray. Great. Oh, I think I hit all that color already. Hank, your tail is kind of in the way, buddy. The tail has a mind of its own. I swear, a cat's tail has a brain in the base of it. It really does. Because the tails never stop. They can be sound asleep and their tail is still just. Yeah. Yeah, I never really have too much of a problem with the rivers and stuff. And to be honest with you, if you pick up a roll of the double sided adhesive like this, you can pick it up on AliExpress. If you pick up a roll of that and you have irregularities in your canvas with the adhesive, you can always just put a strip of that on top of the adhesive that's already there, and it won't really hurt anything because it's so thin. It's not gonna really make a huge difference. Yeah, a little bit too much special effects there, Brian. I kind of overdid it with that cloud. I really need to take some time this week and start catching up on everybody's videos because I am like lost on what everybody's working on and what they're doing and what's been going on because I have just been working too much. Seems like everybody wants a little piece of Dave's time for something. Well, that, and I give my time so much to Lyft and DoorDash and my job. And I did go this weekend to the World of Outlaws at the Speedway here in town. They came to town on Friday night, and that was spectacular. I've been there for almost every World of Outlaws race since I moved here, but oh my God, I've never seen a car flip over and get stuck on top of the fence. And we did. We had a car got stuck on top of the fence. There's a 16-year-old kid, and he was going through turn 2, and him and another car made contact, and he flipped over, and he bounced just the right way. The car bounced up like it was going to go over the fence, and it got stuck on top. And there's a picture of it. And there is from the other side. That's from the track side of it. And there's the 16-year-old kid that was driving the car when it flipped and stopped on top of the fence. He climbed out of it. He was fine. He climbed out of it, climbed down the fence, and they were all standing around there trying to figure out what to do. And then they realized that the fence sits probably about, probably a good 20, 30 feet off of the track. So there's like a big embankment going down off the track before you get to the bottom of that fence. And he was up on top of this 15-foot fence, and they're like, well, the car's out of the way. Let's just go ahead and race. And they left it there. On Hank's Custom, there are 34 colors. I am a big NASCAR fan as well, Linda. I've been to so many NASCAR races at Dover, and I've been to Talladega, and I've been to the Bristol night race. So yeah, I love NASCAR, but we don't have NASCAR in North Dakota, so I've got to go to the sprint car races here in town, which I love sprint cars. They are so much fun to watch. Oh, yeah, he's fine, Odd But Nice. Here's I don't know if you got to see it. Here he is, him and I. Of course, I took a selfie with him underneath of his car. After the race was over, after the race is over at every World of Outlaws event, you can go to the pits and meet the drivers and see the cars close up, and even some of them let you sit in them sometimes. And after the race was over, of course, everybody went over to see the car on the fence first. And he was standing right underneath of it, doing autographs, smiling, taking selfies with people. Yeah, he's really cool. He's a 16-year-old kid. And I'm sitting there looking at that, and I'm like, this kid's 16, and he's well on his way to being a professional race car driver. And I'm 46. Where in the world did I screw up? Oh, Jimmy. Yeah, I wasn't a Jimmy fan for a long time, but then once he got to number 7, I was like, okay, yeah, I want to see Jimmy do good and retire on top. And I really think he's I don't know. Jimmy Johnson, I don't know what to tell him. How many oranges? Really, the only one that's like orange is 3778s, and there's not a lot of them. There's some that are like a lighter, like peach color, and I don't know exactly which ones those are, but those aren't as vivid as that bright blood color, like looks like he's bleeding. And I just dumped out a whole bunch of one color that I don't have any of in this section. Oh, what number is that? It goes there. I got a few of them in here. Oh yeah, now I do watch the Indy 500 every year. I would love to go to an IndyCar race just to say I did. Never been to one. I've been to NASCAR. I've been to, of course, been to monster trucks. I've been to sprint cars. I've been to pretty much everything but an IndyCar or Formula One race. I've even been to the NHRA, and that's a lot of fun to go to NHRA drag races. Just make sure you got ear protection for those because they are super loud. Oh, and Jamie Kerner, welcome. I have not seen you in here before, so welcome to the live and welcome to the channel. Don't tell me I only had one of that color. What do you want? What do you want? Now, see, now he wants to come and sit right there. Yes, I do have those plastic tips I got from Santa Direct. I don't know. I'm torn. I mean, they're okay. They do the job. The problem I have with them is I'm so OCD about making sure every drill is like perfectly straight in the little square in the grid that if you can't move drills around with them. Oh yes, I love this tray I use. I love my Archer's Arch tray. I think Hank is sitting on my phone. No, he isn't. Yes, Sherry, sure thing. Now, see, we didn't get to go on cool field trips like that. Well, no, I take that back. We did do a cool field trip in high school, only the vocational center. See, when I was in high school, we had the high school itself, and then behind the high school, you had the county vocational center, which was basically you could take that as an elective class, and it would take place of all of the shop credits or whatever, all those credits you could do for like elective courses. And you could do 3 periods a day, either in carpentry, building maintenance, auto mechanics, cosmetology, or FFA, farming, agriculture. And I took carpentry. Well, every year they had the race against drugs back then, and only the vocational center students got to go on the field trip. And since I was in carpentry, I got to go. And we went and they had an actual top fuel dragster out at the drag strip, and they did a pass with it, and they let us get up close to it while they were running it, and all it was so loud and it just shook the ground. It was so cool. And they had just like a lot of home built, like privately owned like drag cars and stuff out there. And it was just a great day out at the racetrack for like kids to just go out and get the, we had to sit through the lecture of like drugs are bad. Okay. Yeah. So hi, Rachel. Hello. Thank you so much for the donation. Oh, yeah. Odd but nice kind of beat me to it. Oh yes, the picture of your guinea pig uh, diamond painting with you. Yes, that's right. I remember now. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yeah, I saw that this morning. It was either this morning or last night. I can't remember which. My days have blurred into each other this weekend. I've been so busy. Oh, Hank, come on, buddy. What are you doing? He's just sitting there staring at me. I'm getting like the I'm getting the stink eye from him, and I don't know why. He's just sitting here staring at me. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? That's the look I'm getting. I gave you treats right before I started my live, so you don't want treats, and you've got a whole dish of food over there, so you don't need food. So I don't know what else you want. Yes, the confetti is like horrible, Mrs. Coffee. It is just absolutely horrible, ridiculous, bad. Okay, where am I going? There I am. Yeah, Hank is the most affectionate cat I've ever seen. Okay, now back up. Yeah, Rachel, I've got how many colors are in Hank himself? I don't know. I've never actually like counted Hank's colors. I mean, I see 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the white. And he's got a little pink on his nose there. Yeah, not anymore. He's not. He kind of moved off to the side. Yes, Rachel, as soon as I have the money, I've already said yours is one of the next diamond paintings I'm going to buy. Probably the next one. I'm looking at a couple of customs that I want to get done. And I've heard you do really good with customs, so. Oh, he gets all of the good head rubs all the time. Hi, Marcia. Doing great. Thank you for coming in. Hank, buddy. You're too much. See, I always said Eli and Hank would get along great. They really would. Oh, that's it. There's another orange color. It's kind of pinkish orange, like almost a melon color. Matter of fact, let me shed some more light on this subject. I'm losing daylight outside now. I was getting so used to it being dark or light until 10, and now it's not barely 9 o'clock, and it's dark outside already. Oh no, Tony, no, Hank. Hank will climb up on my desk. What he really wants when he sits up here like that and stares at me, he wants to get up on my shoulder, like in the burping baby position, and hang his front paws over my back and then dig into my back and pull himself up so that he's laying on my shoulder facing backwards with his belly over my shoulder. That's what he really wants. And he'll stay like that for hours if I let him. I quit this VM. Too much confetti and freaking training wheels. You know, I I don't know. I guess I'm kind of partial to the training wheels. I'm in the minority on a lot of things. I'm kind of partial to the training wheels because I like having my stuff lined up like perfect. So if I've got something there that gives me a guide to do it by, well, Rachel, the thing is I think a lot of us have seen your stuff here on YouTube now, and I have not seen a bad review for any of your products. So you know that says a lot in this community. So definitely, I think everybody wants to get a chance to buy from you. He'll sit on your meter for like 5 minutes, and then he's done. And if she lets you get a pet or two in, she starts licking everywhere you pet her. Hank doesn't lick where I pet him. As soon as I start petting Hank, he'll start licking my arm. And that's how I got woke up this morning. Like, I was out driving till 3:30 this morning. I got home, I went to bed. I get woke up at 9:30 this morning with Hank grooming me. He's like licking my arm. He started at the elbow and worked his way down to my wrist, and then he moved to the other arm and did the same thing. And that little sandpaper tongue is what woke me up this morning. Marcia, this is diamond painting. Um, I'm doing a picture. This when it's all done will be a picture of that. That's my cat. I just have way too many diamond paintings to begin with as it is. And I know I don't have as many as some I've seen, but for me, as slow as I work, the 15 or so that I have in my stash, some of those won't get touched for another year. Yes, odd but nice. I'll agree there. The training wheels bigger than the drills would get annoying. I like them to be the same size as the drill. And that's my problem with the diamond dots that I have. I have one diamond dots that's the training wheels are just a hair bigger than the drills, and it's just kind of annoying sometimes because you just can't get them lined up right to have part of it not showing. Yeah, I hope this one's going to turn out, Marcia. I really do. I'm trusting the process on this because the picture doesn't have any of this red in it, like right here and right up in here. It doesn't have any of that in the actual picture, so I'm kind of worried that it's going to look like I beat my cat and then took a picture of him. And, and I don't beat my animals, um, so yeah, I am kind of worried about that. And if it does turn out looking bad, I will definitely be ordering this custom from another supplier, even though Evermoment normally does a wonderful job. So that's why I'm trusting the process on this one. Yeah, but Sherry, I mean, look at me. I've been working on this custom now. I started it, what, a month ago? And that's all I've gotten done. One, two, three, four, five, 50 square centimeters. Made me spit my tea out. Now, I don't worry about whether I taste good for Hank or not because, well, he's a cat. And they have different tastes than we do anyway. But see, they always say, if you were like die in your sleep, your cat would eat you. So, I mean, I guess I do taste good to him. Oh, come on, Nana. You got to do your stash video. The rest of us all did. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we do. We all go at our own pace, but when I say mine's going to take me another year, yeah, it will. And there's some of the blood orange color right there. Oh, I wish I had more time too, Rachel. I do. I wish I had more DP time. I mean, what I'm working on right now, this is the first diamond painting I've done all week. Here it is Sunday. I'm getting ready to go back to work on tomorrow for a week. And this is the first time I've had a chance to diamond paint since my last live on last Sunday. So yeah, I need to make more time for it. Yeah, I get that with the hair having purple through it because it was the way the light hit it. And even though in the actual photograph you don't see it, but it's actually there and it kind of blends when you get done. I get that. I totally understand that. I had that with my with that Disney princess when I worked on in some of that hair, and I was seeing colors in it that I was like, that color just doesn't belong there in the highlights. And sure enough, when I got done, you couldn't even tell that color was in there. Well, that's fine, Nana. You just have to like drag us around your house with you while you're filming, or dig them out of everywhere and bring them to one central location, film, and then go put them back where you had them. Yes, odd but nice. This is an awesome tray. And you can still pick them up. It's over on Archer's Arts on Facebook. They do wonderful work with 3D printing. They do the grinders, the trays. Now they've got grinders for people with maybe arthritis problems or problems with strength in their hands. It's actually got a special lid on it that you can grip easier. Yeah, I mean, they got all kinds of cool stuff over there. And of course, I do have one from Dan at My 3D Design, I think it's what it's called. And I got one from him. But the tray is so small that I just use it to catch my, I don't even have any in there because I already got rid of them. But I use it to catch either my trash drills, or I'll use it for my leftovers that just kind of straggle and pop up laying on my canvas somewhere that kind of spilled or whatever. I'll put them in there, and then at the end I'll resort them back. But this is an awesome one because it's actually a glow in the dark. It's actually a glow in the dark blue. So when you turn the lights off, it glows bright blue in the dark. Yeah, Sherry, check them out. It's Archer's Arts on Facebook. And they have several. I think they got several different lid variations with handles on them for people who may have trouble gripping or whatever. Actually, my tray and my grinder were the first third party diamond painting items that I ever bought. Hi, Nicole. It's okay. You're. The important part is that you did stop in and say hi. So late doesn't matter. Late only matters at work. If you work where I do, it doesn't really matter there either, as long as you show up and you work and you do your job. They don't say much about you being late. I mean, like pretty much every morning, I get to work at 7:45. I'm sitting out in the parking lot, listening to music, checking Facebook, whatever, and I still don't get inside until 5 after 8 to clock in. So. I think, Sherry, I think when I bought it, the tray and the grinder I bought as a set, and I think it was only $30 total for both of them together. I think. I can't remember right off the top of my head because it was so long ago. Hey, Cassie Mize, I didn't see you come in. Hope you have a great night. Sorry I missed you popping in if you did. So is everybody still seeing a good, crisp, clear picture on the screen, or is it really, really blurry now? Because I did go back and watch my replay of last week, and I saw what Pippa was talking about. It was really badly blurry. It was just a bad. It was a bad connection. Okay, cool. Because yeah, I noticed it. Like Pippa kept saying, I was having focus problems, and it wasn't the focus. It was just my internet connection or my streaming speed quality, and it just was horrible. And it actually saved it that way after after it was done. So I got a chance to go back and watch it, and I was like, ew, I don't like that. Yeah, see, there's a lot of this blood red color in here. Kind of looks like my cat is bleeding. I think that's all of it, too. Oh, no, there's one. Gotta love confetti. Yeah, that's it. Gotta love confetti because as soon as you think you put all of that color down, then all of a sudden you find another one. Oh, look, I missed one. And I'm not the kind of person that can wait until I'm done that section and go back and get it. I've got to do it right then or it'll bug me forever. Thank you, Jeremy. Yeah, we know you had hamsters last week and you were just having all kinds of troubles last week, Nana. I think Odd But Nice is lagging a little bit. Yeah, Gina, this one here, that's why I'm going so slow on this one. The confetti, it just wears me out. I mean, my eyes are tired after like an hour of working on this one. And if I put it away, my eyes are still tired, so I can't just go on and start working on something else. So then I end up putting something on Hulu or watching YouTube videos or finding like I've been like hooked on the Dukes of Hazzard lately. I ended up finding a download of the entire 7 seasons of Dukes of Hazzard, and I've been binge watching the entire 7 seasons of it. And watching it now versus when I was a kid, and I was real little when Dukes of Hazzard came on, so I watched it when I was a little kid and I loved it. Watching it now as a grown up, I cringe. I cringe at how badly produced and filmed that show was. Oh, I love the Dukes of Hazzard. It's just, I mean, it's just there's so much continuity because every time they jumped the general, they had to replace it. And they got to the point where they were running out of 69 Dodge Chargers. And they were actually, if they were walking down the street and saw somebody driving a 69 Dodge Charger, they would actually walk up to him and just offer him cash on the spot if they'd let them take it, because they needed them so bad because they had ruined so many of them for the show. So when you watch it land, you can actually see the fenders crumple on the car. And then the very next shot, man, they're cruising around through them dirt roads and there's not a scratch, dent, nothing on the car. It looks brand new. You know, Nana, I'm about the same way. I don't mind some 310s. I like color blocking. I'll be the first one to admit it. I can blow through a diamond painting with color blocking. So having a lot of color blocking just makes it go by a lot quicker for me. Yes, Gina, I did too. I used to love, yep, always. And I think it was, if I remember correctly, it came on Friday nights here. And, well, when I was a kid, it came on Friday nights just before Dallas. It was Dukes of Hazzard, and then Dallas came on right afterwards. And my mom watched Dallas. So she would always sit and watch the Dukes of Hazzard. I don't know if she liked it or not, but she would always sit and watch it because her show was next. Oh, well, thank you for stopping in, Diamond in the Rough. You have a great night. You're very welcome. Yes, it is, Sherry. Times in television have changed so much. There is just so little on TV that I actually enjoy watching as far as like scripted television shows. Um, there's just not that much. I prefer now to throw on the Discovery Channel or the History Channel or the Travel Channel. And I like stuff like Expedition Unknown with that Josh Gates. I would love to meet Josh Gates. I think he's like one of the coolest dudes ever. You know, I watch a lot of that. I watch documentaries on the space program and Apollo, and especially the astrophysics stuff, like has to do with the universe and new discoveries that they're working on and theories of what causes this in the universe or causes that out in the universe. I love those shows. So I don't watch a lot of scripted stuff anymore. I mean, I do watch Gold Rush and Deadliest Catch. I haven't caught up on Deadliest Catch this year yet, though. I need to get caught up on that. And then I like the Got Talent and The Voice. I'm not as big on American Idol as I am The Voice. I like The Voice better. Oh, you're very welcome, Rachel. You have a great day, I guess it is in Australia. So you have a great day down there. Everybody tells me I should watch Handmaid's Tale, and I have to. Isn't that on? Is that on Netflix or is that on Hulu? It, I can't remember. I have to get my Netflix back if I'm going to do it. I'd kind of stop paying my Netflix and let it lapse because I just needed extra money. Gina, um, I used to be a Big Brother junkie. I really did. Especially back in season 8, the season that the guy that I can't remember his name now. You couldn't understand a word he said. He was from New Jersey. You couldn't understand a word he said, and he had that chick Natalie on there, and the guy that started out the show with his girlfriend, and then she got voted out, and he stayed until the end. And then it was him, and then you had uh, I can't remember all of them that were in there. That was the season with uh, James, this guy with the mohawk. Yeah, I used to love watching that. I used to subscribe to live feeds every year and sit and watch those all the time. No, not anymore. It just kind of lost its appeal. Okay, it's on Hulu. Awesome. Now, see, on Netflix, I like Black Mirror. That is an awesome show. I haven't seen the new season because I let my Netflix go before it came out. So, and I watched Wentworth. I didn't watch all of it yet. I'm not all the way caught up, but I'm almost to the end of what was available on Netflix. And then I like Orange is the New Black on Netflix. I thought that was a great show. And yes, I am sad that Game of Thrones is over. However, the new they've already cast the characters for the new uh, Game of Thrones, and they're doing the prequel that comes out that is like thousands of years before the original Game of Thrones, and it shows where the Mad King or where the Night King came from, and it's like right at the end of the Golden Age into the Long Night. So that's all. That ought to be a really good show. Yeah, I have Hulu and Amazon Prime, and I had Netflix, but I let the Netflix go. And the only reason I keep the Prime is because I do it for the shipping. I don't really watch a lot on Prime. The Act on Hulu. Hmm. The Gifted is really good. Hmm. Wow, lots of recommendations. I have to remember all of this. Well, thank you very much, Vanessa, for stopping by. It was nice having you here. Yeah, that's me too, Saphira's mama. I watch YouTube most of the time. I've got it on. Um, but this afternoon, I actually pulled my Hulu up and I watched last night's NASCAR race today. And because since I was out driving all night last night, and then I watched Idiocracy, which has got to be the funniest documentary ever made. I say documentary because that's exactly the society we're headed for. So, but yeah, I watched that, and then I watched most of an episode of Expedition Unknown before I had to go live, before I came on live. So that's probably what I'll do when I get done with live. I'll probably finish that episode of Expedition Unknown, and then I'll find something else to watch on Hulu for a little bit before I go to bed. Oh. Yes, there is a new Game of Thrones coming out. Odd but nice. It is, as I said, it's going to be set. It's going to be set 1,000 years in the past from the original show. So it's not going to have all of your, if you're looking for somebody who's trying to take over the Iron Throne, this is set in a time well before the Iron Throne. It's set in the time of when the Night King came to be. So it's like 1,000 years before the Westeros we know. The act is about Munchausen disease. It's a true story. I'm not even familiar with what Munchausen's disease is. No, I have not seen Good Omens. Odd but nice. Oh, and this diamond painting is going to be true 5D. It even has the nice furry texture. It's going to be a very realistic picture. Lots of fur texture. Oh, is it actually based on his latest? I thought his latest book hasn't come out yet. It's supposed to be. He's supposed to be finishing up Winds of Winter. Last I heard, it was just about done, and he was getting ready to make some kind of an announcement that he never made yet. And we've been waiting forever for Winds of Winter, where people make up stories or make the kids sick to get attention. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Yeah, I've heard of that. Those are sick people. I didn't know he had another book. I thought he just was still working on Winds of Winter and didn't write anything else in between. I'll be the first to tell you I don't really pay a lot of attention to the book announcements and all that kind of stuff. I just kind of happen to notice it's out and I read it. So I'm not really paying a lot of attention to it. It's like The Walking Dead. I do know that they finally ended the show in the comics, but it's not going to end on TV anytime soon. They better not end Walking Dead until they get Carol and Daryl hooked up. That's all I'm going to say. I know some people like that, Saphira's mama. I know some people like that they have just convinced themselves that there's something wrong with them, and then they go to the doctor, and the doctor's like, I can't find a problem, and they swear up and down they do have a problem. Yep, I know people like that. Yeah, I listened to them on Audible. I listened to the whole series on Audible when I was at work. Took me a couple of weeks listening to it every day. They are long books. I'd love my Audible. I don't know what I'd do without my Audible at work. So we used to always just call people like that hypochondriacs. But I think the Munchausen's people take it to a totally different level. They're like the kind of people that swear up and down that there's something wrong with their back, and tests and x-rays and everything else show that there's nothing wrong, but yet they actually go around in wheelchairs and everything else. Yep. Oh, you taking off on me, Amber? All right. I'll talk to you in chat. You have a great night. Oh, that's insane. So you're basically saying, like, you're convinced that your child is sick and that there's something wrong with them, and you're taking them. Hey, Dreamer, welcome. Good night, Linda. Have a good night. Yeah, I know somebody like that does it to basically, well, part of it's for the sympathy, and it's to get people to, oh, well, oh, I'm so sorry. Here, you go lay down and take it easy, and we'll do all the work for you. Yeah, I know several people like that. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Hey. Yeah, I see you. They can see you too. Ow, 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 ow. Claws in the back don't feel good. Yeah. Thanks, Dreamer. Yeah, I'm just kind of shocked that I actually got that far. Hey, buddy, you got to do something there. There you go. Oh, there he is. That's where he wants to be now. There he is. That's where he likes to be, just like that. I think Hank was a barn cat, Dreamer, before he was picked up and taken to the Humane Society. I think he was a barn cat, and I'm still kind of taming out of him. Son was being discharged as she took him away from the camp and emptied a whole amount of salt into his feeding tube. Oh, that is messed up. And I hope she was charged and went to prison for that. See, now he's made it so I can hardly work because he just wants to like hang out right here on my shoulder. And he's going to sleep and he's purring. And he's using his talons. He doesn't have claws, he has talons. Oh, I love Hank. He is adorable. He's my little buddy. And he knows it. And he knows he's got it better than most cats. He knows he's got it made. He's spoiled, but now he expects it. Head off. Have a good couple things before bed. Have a great night. Oh, awesome, Sherry. You have a great night, and I will talk to you when I get done. I'll message you on Facebook. Thanks for coming in. It's always nice having everybody here. Oh, you had horses, Dreamer. That's awesome. My ex-wife had horses. And after we got married, 7 days later, we had to go to San Diego because I got stationed in San Diego. And we used to go down to the horse ranches down in the south of town and rent horses down there and ride the rental horses out on the beach. Yeah, I can say I definitely got me a cuddle/lap cat here. I mean, look at him now. He wants to like stand up on the back of my chair. He's a total mess. Yep, there he goes. It's time for food, I guess. Many, many blessings, Sherry. Oh, I don't know. Hank doesn't get the freeze-dried shrimp, but he does get. I've probably got a bag of every flavor of the Temptations treats in my closet where I keep the cat food. Plus, he's got a gravity-fed dish of cat food, and that's always got food in it. And then every night around midnight or so, I give him one of the little single-serving containers of the Meow Mix cat food that's actually got like real shrimp and real tuna and stuff shreds in it. It's not those like cat food shreds that look like tofu. It's the actual, the actual tuna and stuff meat in it. And I give him that every night at midnight. And he gets treats every morning when I get up, every afternoon when I come home at lunch. Then when I come home at the end of the day, he gets a few little treats again. And then about 8 o'clock at night, he gets treats. And then he gets the good food, which is what we call it, at 10 or about midnight. And then he might get treats when I go to bed at 2 a.m. Good night, Lorinda. And good night, Diamond Painting Beginner's Journey with Rebecca. I guess I just call you Rebecca. Good night, Rebecca. Wow, it is flying by tonight. It's already 9:40, y'all. Wow. Every time I do one of these lives, it just keeps getting like faster and faster, it seems like. Nope, not spoiled at all, Gina. I know Hank isn't. Yeah, he knows he's got it good. Well, hello, Jessica Person. Welcome. It's really nice to have somebody from Sweden. I don't think I've ever had anybody from Sweden in my live chat before. So you are the first. You have a dog. What kind of dog do you have, Dreamer? Get some of this done before Hank decides to jump back up here. Oh, a mix. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I've got several dogs I'd love to have. I really would like to have a Frenchie. I think those are just funny dogs. Or a pug. Pugs are kind of cool. But I had a Siberian Husky, and it got loose in the kennel and got hit out in the road years ago, and just haven't been able to bring myself to get another one. Even though I love Huskies, I've had a couple of purebred wolves, and those are not good pets, especially if you have children. They're very strong. They weren't aggressive, they were very playful, but they don't know their own strength. Yeah, I guess that is in Sweden because, yeah, it is 4 a.m. there. So, yeah, we've got several people here that are regulars that are over that way. We've got a few from Australia as well that stop in. Oh, well, that's awesome, Dreamer. You had to nurse her back. That's awesome. It's always best when you can nurse the animal back to health. I mean, you're sorry that they're in bad shape when you get them, but it just always seems to be more of a bond when you're able to like nurse them back to health yourself. The skull of a Frenchie or a pug, not pretty. I would imagine they aren't. They're not usually very. They're not dogs that are well known for their attractiveness. Oh, you're in Sweden too as well, Nita. Welcome. The bulldog. Yes, my best friend's mom had an English bulldog when we were growing up, and he was the coolest. The only problem is they are drool factories. And my son's in-laws have two Shih Tzus, and they are the funniest little dogs. Love them to death every time I go down there. Yeah, that's the same thing. I like Dobermans as well. Rottweilers to me, I hate to get on that tangent, but living in Tennessee, um, my ex-wife's cousin lived in town, and the house next door they had two Rottweilers. And the Rottweilers were always well taken care of. They were good dogs. I mean, everybody thought they were good dogs. They were well taken care of. They had a fenced in backyard. They had kids. And one day one of them just snapped over something and they mauled those two kids. And my ex's cousin was the one that saw it happen and had to call the cops. And of course the owner was like, "Don't put my dogs down. They're good dogs." And we're like, "Your kids just got mauled by your dogs and you don't want us to put the dog down?" Okay then. You know, I think pit bulls do have a bad reputation because, you know, it's I don't think there's a problem with them. I've known plenty of people that own them and they've always been very playful dogs. Sometimes they are stronger than they think they are and they don't realize it. Same thing with wolves. That's why you don't really keep purebred wolves as pets. But pit bulls have a bad reputation because you don't hear the news saying a Labrador retriever mauled a kid to death today. It's always on the news. It's always a pit bull got loose and mauled a kid to death today. So, I mean, that's where the bad reputation comes from, and it's going to be really hard to break that stigma. I don't think that'll ever go away for the dogs, but I mean, honestly, they're not bad dogs. Yes, bulldogs are very mouthy. Yes, they do not like to be told no. And even though they're short, they are so muscular. My best friend's mom's dog, we'd go out in the backyard and we'd call his name. He'd come running across the yard, and that little bulldog could move, and he was built like a ton of bricks. And he'd jump in the air, he'd hit you like right at waist level, and he'd take you down. Oh, yeah, I know they do. I know labs attack kids. All dogs have the propensity to attack people. I mean, that's in their nature. They're dogs. I mean, it's just the problem is the news never reports that. They always report the Rottweilers and the pits. And I do believe Rottweilers are more unstable than pits are. Yes, I will agree, Irene. It is people who train them to be angry and attack. I will agree there, especially on the pits. The bulldog is named Jabba, not my husband. You had to make that clear, huh? Oh, well, that's awesome, Gina. Yeah, most pit bulls that I've been associated with were wonderful dogs. I mean, just wonderful dogs. And as most of you said, with the pit bull especially, they are there. It's not the breed with them; it's the training. And most people see pit bull and they automatically think fighting dog, and that's why pit bulls get bred to fight so often. Well, that and it's their muscular build. Oh, this confetti is going to drive me nuts. Need to find a magic wand I can just. Does somebody make a magic wand pen that actually works? I'll buy one of those and just wave my pen over it. I've always wanted a Great Dane. A Great Dane or a Neapolitan Mastiff. I mean, if I'm going to get a dog, I want one as big as a Shetland pony or bigger. But my ultimate pet, and I'm the kind of person I like weird pets. I'm not. I mean, I've got Hank, and he's a normal pet. I mean, about as normal as Hank can be, anyway. But I've always been an odd type of pet person. I like odd pets. Um, when I lived in Mississippi, there's a an exotic animal orphanage, down south of Jackson, between Jackson and Biloxi. And it's kind of like a zoo that you can go through. They charge you to come go through the zoo. But what they did was they rescued exotic circus animals that were no longer wanted by the circus, and they put them into a zoo setting. And it's like a small little walkthrough thing, and they got all kinds of like lions and they got tigers. Well, they had a mating pair of tigers that were expecting young, and they were going to sell the cubs for $500 a piece. And I seriously thought about buying a tiger cub. Yeah, Dreamer, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, have you seen the Neapolitan Mastiffs? Those things are massive, like just huge. Okay, Saphira's mama, this is a picture in my head now. Part Great Dane and part, okay, I was misreading that. Never mind. I thought he was trying to say part Great Dane and part Chihuahua, and I'm thinking, how did that happen? Oh, I'm sure it does happen, but poor Chihuahua. But no, I'm an odd pet kind of person. I would love to have a chimpanzee, or at the very least, a spider monkey, like the one in The Hangover 2, or the one, yeah, whichever Hangover is when they went to Singapore and the little monkey was like stealing cigarettes. Um, I'd like to have one of them. I've always wanted a pet monkey. Well, good night, Tony. Thanks for stopping in. Might have trouble getting Jenna certified because of her breed. Oh, wow. I'll have to look that up, Saphira's mom. I've never heard of that breed. What do you want now? Hmm? It's not time for good food yet. Got bit by a pet monkey. Ooh, that can't be good. I mean, I know monkeys they can be bad animals. I know that. I mean, look at that woman that got her face ripped off by a chimpanzee. I mean, I'm pretty sure she didn't want to be famous for being the first person to ever get a face transplant surgery. It probably wasn't a pleasant situation. Yeah, monkeys can be nasty. The proper name is Louisiana. Do you say Catahoula? I think I just had hamsters there and my picture's getting jumpy. I'm having to hold Hank back with one hand and diamond paint with the other. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll look that up because I've never heard of those. And nowadays, there's so many new breeds of dogs that are being accepted as breeds, like Chiweenies. I had never heard of a Chiweenie until a few years ago, and I went down to Tennessee, and everybody was talking about Chiweenies, and I'm like, "What in the world is a Chiweenie?" And they're like, "Oh, it's a Chihuahua and a Wiener dog." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And now, like, you go to a pet store and you find a Chiweenie in a pet store, and they're expensive. Well, good night, Donna. Thank you for coming. AKC won't register Chiweenies. Oops. Sorry, Hank. Didn't mean to hit you in the face, but you got your face right in the way. Yeah, I'm getting the stink eye from Hank again. Yeah, the AKC won't register them, but actually, our pet store here, Saphira's mama, our um, our pet store here that we have in town gets them from the local humane society. They just basically they have a, I guess, a contract or a deal set aside with them where the humane society sends over animals and you can adopt them from here. But now, yeah, some of the purebreds, I think, especially the puppies, are, yeah, they may be from puppy mills. Yeah, yeah, Dreamer. I agree. It is a lot of designers, like the Bengal cats now, where they've bred cats that look like leopards and cats that look like tigers, and then they sell them for so ridiculously much. I looked at one of those one time and I thought, man, I am not paying that price for a cat. Oh, you're very welcome, Marissa. Thanks for coming. Oh, you can actually hear my crickets, Don Marie? I didn't realize my mic was that sensitive. Oh, wow. In California, they can't sell. Wow. Oh, that sounds neat. Kind of sort of like a Dalmatian type, then. Oh, that's awesome. They can have rescue come in and adopt. Yeah, that's what they do. At least I know the pet stores here in town all have, at least the cats, as far as I know, are all um, they're all from the Humane Society because it has the papers on the front of the little glass thing that tells the cat's name and all of that from the Humane Society. And so the cats I know are all Humane Society. The puppies, I don't see that with them, but the older dogs that they have in the pet store are Humane Society as well. Oh, okay. Unidentifiable. That's awesome. And I'd like to have one of those hairless cats. A Sphinx. Oh, I think those would be so awesome. I mean, I don't know if they'd go well in North Dakota with all of the cold we get, but it would never be an outside cat anyway, so I wouldn't have to worry about that. I'm just one of those kind of people. I'd like people to come to my house and like, here's my menagerie. All right, look at that. I got all of that color done. And it is 10 p.m. Woohoo, it's after 10 already. So, I think that's all I'm going to finish for tonight on here. Looks good. And I've only got 2 colors left to do in this section, and I'm done. Oh, you're talking about the hairless cats have to be treated and bathed a few times a week? Wow, okay, never mind that. I couldn't imagine bathing a cat that often. Better have really thick skin on your arms to bathe cats that often. Because I know if I tried to put Hank in a tub of water, yeah, I'd probably have to go get stitches. Oh, he's my buddy. Are you sitting on yourself over there? Huh? He's sitting on himself. All right, bud. Okay, hop down. Ugh. All right, y'all. It is after 10 p.m. So I'm going to cut this off now. I'm going to say goodnight. And y'all have a wonderful week ahead. I will be doing my giveaway. I'll be announcing the plans for it. I mean, well, you already heard the giveaway is coming, but I'll be announcing the format it's going to take on here within the next day or so. So keep a lookout for that. And have a wonderful, great week. And I will see you back here again next Sunday night. So until then, rock on, y'all.